What's up, WWE Champions Universe? This is Lee from Champions Chat, and this is a start of a new series. I've got a few new series I'm doing at once here, kind of sprinkling them together here and there. This one is the Why I Love/Loved X crossover, whichever crossover event. So we're going to start with the Mutants crossover, because as much as I like zombies, I really, really loved the Mutants crossover. They did a couple of them for I think 2 overall. And for me, this is one I don't understand why they haven't done more of, because unlike, say, the Ghostbusters crossover, they can't lose the license to the Mutants idea, because all they have to do is just come up with new ones, right? Whereas Ghostbusters is a licensed property. Now, Mutants were and are a toy line, so maybe they do have to get some licensing from Toy Biz or something like that, or whoever the maker of those toys are. But the Mutants are available. You can get them, right? They are not ones that you are like, oh man, we're going to lose the license. So why did I love the Mutants crossover? So this is one of your free Mutants right here. This was Mutant John Cena, the prototype, which if you know, you know, that was his name when he was in like the lower leagues, what would have been NXT at the time, in FCW and so on, Ohio Valley Wrestling. I think he was Ohio Valley. But yeah, like he's Colossus. He's just straight up Colossus from the X-Men. I love it. Like he even does Colossus's like, oh, look at me. Oh. I love the move animations on them. Like for the ones where they come up and punch him and their fist like breaks and they're like, their wrist is gone. Like I love that kind of stuff. I think it was so fun. So you got Mutant Cena. I loved him. You've got Mutant Balor, who is based... Okay, because I can't put the tilde over Balor. You can't do that, apparently. Finn Balor, the Demon King. So he's basically Venom. We are Venom, right? Look at it. There's the mouth. There's the tongue. I love how they made the mouth, like the teeth cover where his actual jawline is, and they just put the teeth on his chest. But they did give the throat a hole, which is super cool. The animations were super fun. The big eyeball on the back, which is like, what? And when this guy was new, oh my goodness, he was a problem. I did not get him when he was new. Let me just tell you, I did not. I had to UCC him to get him, which again, the Mutants are on the portal, which means there's something to the licensing where you can still get them. And also, for him in particular, this trainer ability, yellow finishers do 150% more damage. This was a much needed for several people. Like, when I had Lita, and Showboat Lita, and she was, like, the go-to, I didn't have this guy. So, I just couldn't get the most out of her at the time. So yeah, that one is so good. But my favorite, and I know I'm not trying to put salt in the wounds of those in the comment here real quick. Oh, thank you, Ikurgan. Subscribed with Prime even. Oh, dude, I love it. Well, in fairness, you've never had ads on this channel before because we weren't monetized at all. But Eagles, sorry, not trying to rub salt in the wound. This is my... I do. If you know me, you know I do not like Seth Rollins as a WWE character. Not since the Heist of the Century. Like, whenever he changed to the Messiah character, from that point forward, I have not liked him. I don't currently like him. I don't enjoy seeing him on my TV. However, this is the most fun character, I think, in the game. Like, just design style. I love, like, the leather hot pants and the, like, Rhea-esque jacket, the sleeveless. I love the way he's got the mutant hands and the little icon, how he's all purple and he's got, like, the computer synthetic look going, the red streak of hair. I mean, just everything about this character I loved. And then, of course, you know, the move set. You had your blast set, which was great. But for the most part, you're going in and you're just subbing and you are buffing your... Oops, go away. Buffing the damage. Like this right here, either triple red or purple red. there was an era where that was just unstoppable. Even if you didn't beat him turn one, you just subbed him over and over and over again. I love it. I loved that crossover. And I think it should come back, honestly. I don't have this guy. I don't know if I'm allowed to talk about him, but I don't have him. He's kind of the Lex Luthor, especially this month with Superman coming to theaters. I think that makes sense. Kind of like a Brainiac or Lex Luthor in his battle gear look. I didn't get him. I still don't have him. I hope he comes back to WWE just so I can get this in my game. Although they haven't added Zombie Aleister Black back in yet. I still need him too. So, yeah, knee injury might have been a storyline for him to cash in. Eagles, he's 700K on the UCC. Oh my goodness. As a fighter, he's not phenomenal. Although, again, let's talk about hype. If hype moves where subs are more relevant, Seth will Mutant Messiah Seth, will absolutely come back into the picture. Who else am I forgetting on the mutants? Let's see. Yeah, that's the only one that had the name Mutant. That's Muda. Muda is not a mutant. Who am I forgetting on the mutants side of things? I think, was it just those guys? And it makes 4. Who'd you forget? Oh, Bliss. Mutant Bliss and Mutant Hogan. Yeah, thank you guys. Mutant Hogan, I also UCC'd him. He had a shining moment where he was great. And then even up to like 6 bronze, 6 silver, DJ partnered with, or maybe it was Professor partnered with Sir Zorro. I think that's what it was. Professor and Sir Zorro did a video together where you could still do his infinite damage. It's not a glitch, it's a thing, but it just took a while. That's all. It just took a while. Andre, thank you guys. And Roman, yes, let's keep going. Andre Mutant, I'll get to Bliss in a moment. Andre Mutant is one of my favorite looking characters again. Like, I love, before Stay Puft was in the game, he was the first one that would grab you and do the headbutt and they'd slam against the turnbuckle like they just got shot out of a Looney Tunes cannon. I loved that. I love this look. They did such a good job with like the molten rock monster theme. I'm so sad he's not meta relevant because I UCC. This is the theme. Pretty much all the mutants except for Mutant Seth that I did have, I ended up having to UCC them. It's just so fun. I really hope if the hype system is where you can move any characters like into a new stratosphere, he is my favorite Andre. Absolutely my favorite Andre, and it's not even close in terms of just the look and the styling of him. Very, very, very cool. Very cool. Mutant Roman, I did pull from a loot. And again, this was somewhat recently. This is the Killer Croc Roman for me. For those who played Batman Arkham Asylum, and you had that level where you had to like go across the wood boards that are over the sewer, and if you moved too fast, Killer Croc would come up and eat you. That's what this guy reminds me of. He is still somewhat meta-relevant. We do have a Should You Take Him 6-star gold video where he hits a surprisingly decent amount. He was a boss battle destroyer for a long time, like go-to boss battle guy, and did really well. And again, I love the look. I love the theory crafting. Like, they did such a good job with the scales, all of that. Just so good. Alexa, the Pyro Princess, again, another character that the coaching ability reinforced to 12K. That up to 6 silver was an amazing thing, and you just couldn't get it. There was a time where a lot of people basically said she does not exist in this game. This character was so rare. They just said she does not exist in this game. One more that I had to UCC. So surprisingly, I think most of my UCC picks, aside from Mommy, have been mutants. I'm pretty certain of that, actually. A couple of them have been Motu, but looking at the list, I pretty much had to get the rest of them off of the UCC. Again, I love the look. We did do a couple videos on her at 6-star gold. I would not consider her a go-to fighter. On the which Alexa Bliss should you use? She's not up there on my list, at least. Maybe those in the comment section can say otherwise, but yeah, Doink and Foley are two other ones. Thank you for Doink Eagles. The Clown Prince of Chaos is super fun. He's literally just it mixed with the Joker is what they're going, like Jared Leto's Joker. I know, the bad Joker. But did you ever think we were getting a modern era Doink the Clown in the game? And then we got this guy, and this guy you can get on the Showdown shop, although it takes forever to do so. And you need him for this. Purple finishers do 150% more damage. So he does have meta relevancy in the fact that his finisher, or I'm sorry, his entourage ability is big for other people's finishers. In terms of using him as a fighter, again, not one that I've seen as a go-to. He does have color turn gems into multi, so maybe with the Punk's gauntlets, make 8 color turn. Where does he make the color turn gems? 3x3 into blue, 5 into blue, submission, turn into color. Oh, wow. So you got to get to his stump puller. So you have to get to his finisher to then make the multis into those and then to break them. Yeah, so again, that's a pretty high charge for a finisher unless you've got something immediately loading it, which you don't. So yeah, I wouldn't give him a meta-relevant stamp there, but then you've got Mutant Mankind, and he does have a meta-relevant build. I think it surprises some people. We did it as a BDC's builds video, which I later found out BDC was pulling from Cerzoro and Merrick's videos, but BDC's a great player. I'm sure he figured it out himself. But you need the Tiffy Time plate. But with the Tiffy Time plate, he can be meta relevant. He's weird. The color change all over his body, I get it. Like they're going for this is Cactus Jack, this is Mankind, and this is Dude Love kind of a feel. And for that sake, I think it's cool. He did introduce the mini faces of Foley plate, which is no longer meta relevant, but for a while, like especially on Tech Triple H, the move damage build plus the Foley plate really did some things. So yeah, I love Austin. Oh, there's a Mutant Austin? Are we talking about who's Mutant Austin? You're talking about Motu Austin, because Unpredictable Bionic Man is Motu Austin, not Mutant Austin. Texas Revenant Zombie Austin. Is there a Mutant Austin? I don't think so. Who am I missing? 316 Hall of Fame, Texas Revenant. There's Ghostbuster Austin, Stunning, and Austin Theory A-Town Down. That's the wrong one. Yeah, you're right. We'll get to Motu here in a minute. That is Motu. But yes, I will show Motu Austin because I definitely love him as well. And then the last one I can think of anyway, that Bailey is my favorite Bailey in the game just for that. Like the digital arms that come out and she's kind of like a version of Zorro mixed with like the Wasp somehow, and I thought it was just so fun, just so fun. I love the animations that they do. I wish I could, without having to go into matches, I wish I could show the animations quickly, but all the animations are fun and different. I love that. Again, not a meta relevant Bailey as a fighter, and I don't remember her trainer ability. Oh yeah, blue finishers do 150. So again, almost all the mutants are, forever relevant as trainers, even if, they need to get bumped up at some point. 150% is the gold standard for move damage right now in terms of buffs. So yeah, that's still a big deal. Yeah. Oh, Doc Ock, that's a good shout out. Yeah, she's got Doc Ock vibes. I was thinking Goro because she has the move where she grabs them and then bap, 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 bap on top of their head. But yeah, I could totally see Doc Ock. Yeah. Yeah, there is a 150% mutant for all 6 colors. So you do need the mutants for that alone. And they have been in loot somewhat, a few of them recently. You can get some of them from the Showdown shop, and then there's others like Seth that you just gotta go UCC. What about you guys in the comments here, but also just in the YouTube chat? What do you think about the mutants? Were there ones you wished you had gotten? Are there any like me, like I didn't get Cesaro, for example? Oops, didn't say his name. When he was meta relevant and he was like a world ender, I wanted him. I didn't get Mutant Andre. I mean, like I said, I UCC'd almost every one of the mutants, it feels like. So it seems like I missed all of them. But I love this crossover. I absolutely 100% would love to see them do Mutants Part 3. I love when they do Motu versus Mutants. I think that's a fun event. Although, with all of the Motu and most of the mutants becoming not meta relevant, that event doesn't make sense unless they buff these guys up. But if the hype system specifically makes it to where you can kind of control how relevant your characters are, 100% you'll see me invest in Mutant Andre. I want him, like him with the nearing end plate, get so close to being decent. If there's a way to spend points on reducing his move costs or something like that where I can make him meta relevant, you better believe he's going to be meta relevant on my roster. Same with Mutant Messiah Seth. I will absolutely spend whatever the wild card points and things are to get Mutant Messiah Seth back to meta relevant. I loved using him for so long, and then it was like, well, he's trailing. All right, he's kind of gone. You can get him to meta relevant damage, but it's not easy and it's not quick. So, yeah. Archer Priest isn't a mutant. He's the red 150. That's right. Yep. And other than this Seth, they're pretty cheap on the UCC. Him and Seth Freakin' Rollins are not cheap on the UCC. And I don't know why. But at least they're available there. That's at least my thought. But he's S tier. Mutant Andre's S tier. And Mutant Andre only cost me 300k or 200k, whatever it was on that pricing scale at the time. So, yeah, well, that's my thought on the Mutants crossover. What about you? Do you hope they'll do another? Do you wish they'd do another one? Let me know in the comments section. Like the video, subscribe to Champions Chat, and then send this to your friend or faction mate who loves little crossovers like this. And I'll see you on the next one, friends. Bye.